Summer sun is nearly set, and now it's time for baseball at Petco Park in San Diego. Tonight, it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the LA Dodgers and the San Diego Padres. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Danny, as pitching matchups go, it doesn't get much better than what we've got here for this one.
Well, Matt, these are two of the best in the business. Two guys that throw a lot of strikes, and if their game is on, we should have a very low-scoring ball game with these two elite starting pitchers.
Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Blake Snell will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last three starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one.
First pitch, 7-10.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Into the box, David Fletcher. He hits it hard on the ground to the left. And there are 2 away now.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
In now is Anthony Rendon. 2 hits and 8 tries for the series. First pitch on the way. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Row. They've lost the first 2 nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin. First 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Nola is in his tracks now as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Dodgers held scoreless early. Padres coming to bat. It's the battle for Southern California bragging rights, and it's on MLB Network. Trevor Bauer gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Pride and joy of the UCLA Bruins, former #1 draft pick with the Arizona Diamondbacks. This guy has really found himself good fastball, and he's one of these guys that he's into the new metrics. He likes to see that spin rate and that carry on the 4-seam fastball. Good fastball, 95 to 97. His curveball, though, might be his out pitch. It's a 12-6 straight down curveball. One of the top pitchers in the league right now.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the center fielder, Trent Grisham.
So bases are empty with 1 out now, and that brings up Trent Grisham. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball in.
Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters' meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
1 out, nobody on. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Juan Soto to the plate now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 264 is average entering play, 17 home runs and 43 RBIs. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
3-1 to the Padres left fielder.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
The 3-1. A man at third with 1 away. And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr. as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, he's got 8 hits in 23 at-bats. He's also cashed in for 6 RBIs against him. 1-0, here it is. Hit hard to third. Rendon is there in the dirt, and he can't quite dig it out. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
That is good.
And that's what speed does for you. He made the play, but in the back of his mind, he knew he was dealing with the speedster, so he rushed the throw, and he had more time than he thought, too.
For the first pitch, a check at first. Throw is up the line as it gets away. That'll bring up Austin Nola. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. One 0 count. Here it is. There's ball two as the slider dips below the zone.
This is why I love having athleticism and speed on your team. You can tell the runner on first base is certainly messing with the mechanics of the pitcher.
The 2-0 on the way. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
We all know this team is struggling right now. They're on a losing streak, so when that's the case, sometimes you need to be a little bit more aggressive and try to put some pressure on your opponents. Stolen bases are a good way of doing that, so we'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for him right now.
2-2. Here it is. Now a breaking ball, but it's low.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and no one left. We'll move on to the second now at Petco Park. The Padres on top, 2-0. So here's Cody Bellinger as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He'll enter play down at an even 240 for the year. 22 home runs and 46 driven in. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
So that'll bring up C.J. Crone as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
3-1.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
1 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup or do you stay with the heater?
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Taken in by Simeon. On to first, and there are 2 down. 2 down, no one on base, and that brings up Will Smith. First offering on its way.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
2 out, nobody on. That's wide, 2-0. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Well, that'll wake everyone up. Anytime you buzz the tower like that, there's reason for people to start getting a little bit edgy.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
The 3-2 pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Digging in will be A.J. Pollock. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike 1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Behind 0-2 now. Smith leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Dodgers leave 1. They're down 2-0. Now at the plate is Marcus Simeon. His numbers against Trevor Bauer, not great. He's 1 for 8.
Simeon.
First offering.
Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Bauer is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Rendon down at third. Fielded cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting 7th, the third baseman, Victor Carratini.
So the next to bat will be Victor Carratini as he'll dig into the left-handed batter's box.
Yeah, this is his power side, Matty. Definitely quite a bit more pop in his bat swinging left-handed.
Lays off 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Victor Carratini becomes out number 2 this inning.
Jerko.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 11 home runs and 32 driven in. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
2-1 the count. Into the windup and the pitch. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. So here's Johann Camargo. Previous history with Blake Snell. He's gone 2 for 6.
Johann Camargo.
First delivery to him. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
To the plate now, Trevor Bauer. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. First pitch on its way as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. From the belt, the pitch.
When hitters are able to lay off curveballs and get themselves into good counts because of it, you're in pretty big trouble as a pitcher. A lot of guys rely on their opponents offering at that pitch, even when it's not in a good location to hit.
2-1 now to Mookie. Camargo leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. swing and a miss, strike two.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Another 2-2 offering. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Into the box now, David Fletcher, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And Myers will make the catch to retire the side. 1 left for L.A. They trail things here 2-0. So now here is Blake Snell as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Bellinger is there, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's Will Myers. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Now the pitch. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. And now a check swing, but did he hold up in time? No, swung the bat, says Clyde Washington. It's strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. One out, nobody on. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Here it comes. And he gets ahead 0-1. Fouled away.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. Another one sent foul.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego, but they're on top 2-0. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Number 6, Anthony Rendon.
First pitch on the way.
1-0.
Popped straight up. Snell is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. No runs, no hits. 1 error in the ballgame for the Dodgers to this point. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Here's C.J. Crone now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. The 1-0 home. Hit softly on the ground to third. Reined in. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And back at Petco Park in San Diego as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Off the plate at 94, 1-2.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now into the box, Fernando Tatis Jr. reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at-bat. Pitch on the way. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Here it is, the 3-0. And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about
Now
walking
batting,
that guy.
catcher,
He's capable of taking
Austin.
deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Next up, Austin Nova. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through.
Yeah, fellas, not sure if he got the go-ahead from his base coach or not. Can't believe he did, but it looked like he was running in mud right there. With that base-running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Now a move over to first. Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Fouled off. Tatis stands at first with 1 out. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
The 3-2 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Padres 2 and the Dodgers 0. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with LA's manager to discuss his thoughts on the Dodgers offense so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch on its way. Will Smith is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Smith doesn't usually enjoy left-handed pitching like this as much as he does at-bats against right-handers. I'm not sure if it's a comfort thing or if he just sees the ball better coming from the right side, but that's the book on him at this point in his career. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Two and 2 to the Dodgers catcher. The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Looks like double-barreled action now in the San Diego bullpen as they get a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. The 2-0 on the way. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. Still 2-2. And another foul ball. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
And the next in is Johann Camargo. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. Outside and low, 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Stepping up is Trevor Bauer. He did his job and laid down the successful sacked bunt in his first appearance.
And not easy to do in today's game. High velocity, exploding breaking stuff. He executed that sack bunt perfectly.
0-1 the count. A runner on first with 2 away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ballgame, and that one ends the inning. Dodgers leave 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now it'll be Marcus Simeon. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
The pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Grounded to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next, it'll be Victor Carratini looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. A ball and a strike.
Hey, boys, he's lucky he's getting this pitch back right here. That's normally a wipeout pitch down and away. He hung that one. It looked like he almost confused the hitter.
Grounded down the third baseline. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, woof, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Here's Jed Jerko now. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. Struck out in his first at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Here's the 1-2.
Nope, that's down.
Carratini, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So now to the plate, Blake Snell. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1. Flipped out the other way towards short, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. 1 left for San Diego. They're up 2-0. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Looking to send him packing again.
Nope.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And that misses 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Popped up. Tatis has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone. Next up for Los Angeles, David Fletcher, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First delivery to him.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Into the windup and the pitch. Weakly hit to third. He's got it. And that's the second out.
When the guy on the mound is working on a no-no this late, every play is exciting and stressful for the fielders. We'll see if they can continue making the plays behind him.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th, and the next hitter will be the right-handed bat of Anthony Rendon. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. 2 out, nobody on. To short, right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They're down 2-0. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Will Myers.
Will Myers.
Now here's the first offering.
No.
Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. A 1-2 count to Will Myers.
2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
At the plate now, Trent Grisham. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Myers gets his lead at first, nobody out. 2 balls and no strikes to the Padres center fielder.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Pollock will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
The left fielder, number
Digging
22.
in next, Juan Soto. Third trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. From the belt, the pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. The 1-0. On a line to shortstop, and the runner gets back. No double play.
Boy, every pitcher needs a little bit of
The
help.
shortstop.
How about this? This infielder makes a terrific catch on this line drive, probably saving a run from scoring.
So next to hit is Fernando Tatis Jr. It was a walk in his last trip. And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and that brings up Austin Nola. From the stretch.
Wow, the Padres have been scuffling so far. They need to get a big hit, and it's about time somebody comes through right about now.
Now the 1-0. Two down, runners at first and second. And it's fouled away. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Myers with his lead at second. Now the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room right here. This guy's absolutely dealing, throwing a no-hitter, but that pitch count's getting up there. He's going to have to be super efficient in these later innings if his manager's going to give him a shot.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Count is 1-2 now. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. C.J. Crone stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. D-Row, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Hit back toward the mound, and that's through for a base hit, and the no-hitter is gone. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Forrest Imro comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. Here now is Will Smith, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
The left fielder, number 11.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now the first pitch. Bellinger on second. Crone at first. 1 gone. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-1 is a check swing, but he clearly went around that time. The 1-2. Now a swinging bunt. First and second now, 1 man out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
Now another 2-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the payoff pitch home is taken, but called strike 3 as he might have gotten a little extra off the plate that time.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Johann Camargo. And, Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. James Pazos will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Gavin Lux is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon.
Marcus Simeon.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0 home. Runs a bit inside for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. Nope. 3-0. Now here's the pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. And that one is gone. It's a solo shot for Marcus Simeon, number 13 for him on the year, and the Friars have moved out in front 3-0.
That wasn't the plan. You just have a meeting with your pitching coach to go over some strategy, and all of a sudden you throw one and it leaves the ballpark.
Third baseman, Victor.
Next to bat will be Victor Carratini. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 home. It's the bottom of the zone for a strike.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep to right center. Bellinger's in pursuit. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this ball deep. One hops over the wall, and he can just walk into second base with a ground rule double.
Stepping in now, Jed Jerko. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Here's the 0-1.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. Hamilton, a native of the state of Michigan. He's a second-year big leaguer. Runner at second here with one man out. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Betts has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready now is Will Myers, runner in scoring position with Cigar. First pitch coming, here it is. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
I can't imagine that pitcher was trying to put it right over the heart of the plate. Thank God he took that pitch right there, or he'd be getting one back from the umpire.
1-1. Carratini stands at second with 2 gone. Hard liner to center field. Bellinger finds some space out there for the catch to retire the side. The Padres get one in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 3-0 San Diego. Archie Bradley has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. The batter will be Gavin Lux, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Here it comes.
Hey, you want someone sometimes to rattle the bat rack, but also the guy on the mound's got to eat too. They're executing their pitches out there. It's going to be tough to score some runs.
Fouled off. Oh, 0-2, here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Here's Mookie Betts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down the left field line and deep. And foul. Here comes the 1-2. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Next for the Dodgers, David Fletcher. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch on its way. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Myers is under it, and he makes the play to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail it here 3-0. Victor Gonzalez is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Trent Grisham. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Smoke toward the hole. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. With that, the inning opens with the Padres getting their leadoff man on base.
Well, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bulled his neck and he stayed in there.
Here now is Juan Soto, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. A runner at first with no outs here. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Ready with the 2-2. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Grisham leads off first with 1 away. And there he goes towards second. That's a strike to throw down. is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He's definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. Now a look and a throw back to second, and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. Swing and a looper to left. Lux ranges back and he has it for out number 2.
Up next.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and that brings up Austin Nola. First pitch of the AB on its way. Swing and a liner. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Friars forced to settle for just the 1. 9th inning coming up. The Padres lead it 4-0. And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. One 0 to Rendon. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 2-1. Swung on by Rendon, and this is sent to deep left. And it's gone onto the lower basket of the Western Metal Building. Anthony Rendon connects on a solo shot. Number 14 on the season. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Seth Lugo comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. At the plate, Cody Bellinger. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. The next 1-2 pitch. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Now batting,
Striding in is C.J. Crone. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 1 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Well, that's a surprising late swing on a heater, middle cut right there. In a fastball count, he's going to have to turn it up a notch.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. The 0-2 once more.
Inside, ball 1.
Seventh pitch of the at-bat coming up. And it's another K. So back-to-back strikeout victims to start this relief outing.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball, and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
To the plate now, Will Smith. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. No hits to this point. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Ugh, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Now this crowd of over 38,000 on their feet. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and the Padres will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Friars jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Blake Snell earns win number 7 on the season, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Trevor Bauer is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. Seth Lugo closes the door for the save, his 28th on the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious San Diego Padres, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Dodgers, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and